right, guys, let's talk about it, man. It's a lot of stuff going on in Lions news. It's a lot of interviews going down with our players and our coaches. But we gonna start with Darius Slay and him saying he's not coming to mini camp. And as usual, I'm getting my signings mostly straight, but as usual, if you hear some weird stuff, it's because of that. Hate to make that excuse, but let's keep it moving, man. Okay, now I know some of y'all heard our thoughts on a roundtable. We had a little mini roundtable, breaking news roundtable. So go listen to that on Noble Sports Entertainment channel, and we're gonna talk about it on the roundtable tonight on Gridiron Blitz channel. So Darius Slay not coming to mini camp, didn't go to OTAs. He's looking for a new contract. First thing, my first reaction to this was like, you better chill. Bob Quinn will move you in a heartbeat. So you know that boy Bob Quinn over there, he cutthroat, man. That boy Bob Quinn don't play. Better chill. But being on the more football aspect, I don't understand why you're asking. First of all, I looked at some of the other top corners like Jalen Ramsey, Casey Hayward. You know, these are two of the elite guys. They're not getting paid what Slay is getting paid this year. They're making less than you. It's some other cornerbacks out there that are making less than you this year. You know, you're getting paid $12 million. Deal with it. You know, get ready for the competition, compete, become the best like we know you are, and go through training camp. But now you want to get. You want to get a new contract in the last year to your deal. You know, I just don't understand that. And you know, what I've been thinking is maybe Darius Slay is beside himself. He's a little bit too cocky. I'm pretty sure Darius Slay seen my video about what Deion Sanders was saying about him. Oh yeah, he seen that video. Like, yeah, I'm the best. I'm number one. Look. Slow down, man. Slow down. I know a lot of people gonna give takes on this. I know a lot of people in the DSA have already given takes and will give takes on this, but my take is just slow your roll. Go to training camp, and if you miss training camp, I'm not gonna be surprised if Bob Quinn trades you. I love Slay. I'm a big Slay fan. But, you know, he's always had issues with Matt Patricia. Back when he didn't want to play in the snow. I know y'all seen my video when I ranted on him for not wanting to play in the snow. Completely ranted on. Like, I'm a big Slay fan. Like, I really am. I want him on this football team. But you're not trying to show up to training camp. That's the thing. Now, what he's not showing up to is mini camp. Now, if he don't show up to training camp, then it's a big deal. But mini camp, you know, he'll get fined about $80,000 the first day, and then it's gonna continue. It could be a total of $250,000 that he's gonna leave on the table, and it could total up to $500,000 he's gonna leave on the table. But you know, with Slay, man, I'm gonna just say this: I don't know who you've been talking to. I don't know who you've been listening to. I don't know who you've been paying attention to. But focus on you. Focus on your contract, and you're in the second to the last year of your deal. You're not even in the last year of your deal. Go get your money. Go get paid. Show up for training camp. You want to make a statement and miss mini camp and miss OTAs? That's cool. Show up for training camp. If you don't show up for training camp, then you can be on the chopping block. I know you're not trying to go the Le'Veon Bell route and say you're not playing no games. You know, honestly, guys, I think Darius Slay is gonna play. You know, he's gonna play this game for a bit. He's gonna play it, and let him play it. If that's what he want to do, let him play it. But don't get stupid. Don't get stupid by not showing up to training camp and getting that $12 million. Like, what, you gonna leave $12 million? You know, you gonna leave that money out there? Come on, man. And like I said, Bob Quinn ain't the one to play with. He'll get rid of you. And you know, our team don't need none of these distractions, man. We trying to stay focused, man. We don't need none of these distractions. I do feel like the media is blowing it out of proportion a little bit because it's mini camp. He didn't say he wasn't going to training camp, but you know, if you don't show up to mini camp, then you might not go to training camp. But you know, come on, Darius, get it together. All I'm gonna say is get your stuff together before you out of here. All right. Megatron and his issues, man. Now this is another sticky situation that we gonna have to talk about. Calvin Johnson, Megatron, the Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame receiver. Apparently a reporter asked him asked him, what do he has to do to, or what should happen for the Lions to mend fences with Calvin Johnson. And Calvin Johnson said, what did he say? He said, pay me my money. I'm just laughing because it's just funny, dog. It's just funny. Pay me my bread, Cook. Like, that real Detroit boy, pay me my paper. Give me my paper back, bruh. And, in this whole situation, I have no problem with the Lions asking for the money back because he didn't fulfill his contract. But I also will understand if Calvin Johnson is upset about that. And, it was taken aback by that. Felt some type of disrespect. Felt some type of unrust. Maybe he quit on the team or whatever. And, he thought he could just ride off into the sunset. And the Lions were like, no, we're going to need some of that money back. And I'm just like, if you want to ask for the money back, ask for all of the money back. Because Barry Sanders, in the same situation, they asked for the whole $6 million back. They didn't just let me get part of that $6 million. No, give me that $6 million. I just felt like we should just ask for the full money back. Yeah, I know you're like, well, if they ask for the full money back, is it less disrespectful? I don't know. I don't know what's going through his head right now. Man, you need to leave this alone. Come back to the team. But the one thing I will say is that if you know this is the reason why your relationship was broken, then don't try to come back to Calvin like, oh, I want to fix the relationship and I want to do this and I want to do that. I want it to be good. Because he's about to be a Hall of Famer in a couple years. In a few years, like 3-4 years. And so they're trying to mend the fences. You know what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to pay up that bread. Whether fans like it or not, whether fans disagree with it or not, whether fans love it or not, you're going to have to give up that money at the end of the day. That's his issue. That's the man's issue. That's his problem. I still sound weird with my sciences, y'all, but I'm getting it together. But I know I keep mentioning that, but I'm really like OCD about having my videos perfect. But I expect the fences to be mended. They gonna pay the money, whether we don't know about it or not. They gonna hash it out. He's gonna get his money. Should have never asked for it in the first place if it was gonna ruin it, the situation like this. But the Lions don't owe Calvin Johnson nothing. They don't owe him a goddamn thing. He the one who quit. But it is what it is. Let's move on to some more brighter things. Now, Matt Patricia has been doing a lot of interviews. He even went live today. I'm gonna talk about that. And Paul Pasqualoni and Daryl Bevel and some other player interviews in a separate video. But it is one interview that I did want to highlight. I know y'all remember Pat McAfee. I know y'all remember that great Green Bay Packers game where we destroyed them 31-0, completely embarrassed them. And then when Matt Prater did that fake field goal touchdown, Pat McAfee, his call, he and drops a dime right in the corner of the end zone. Oh my goodness. He went crazy. So he was able to catch Matt Patricia, I think right around the time where OTAs maybe a week or so ago. And he was able to sit down with Matt Patricia and Alan Park and talk to him. And I listened to the interview and, here are some highlights that I got from it. One thing before that, in Patricia's interview today, he did get asked about slaying snacks, and he said, let's just focus on the players that are here. And I agree with that mentality. Moving on. Matt Patricia was asked about, the new rule changes and stuff from Pat McAfee because, you can't run certain drills and OTAs. They cut the time down, and I like the point he made, adapt or die. That's the kind of mentality that he's trying to have on the football team, adapt or die. And I like that because I think we do adapt, and if we don't, you fail. He did think it was a little weird that he's the defensive coach and his first 2 picks in his first 2 years have been offensive players. He's like, let's get some little balance over there. That lets me know he wouldn't have mind to have a defensive player in either one of those rounds. It's just him. And, in this interview, you get Matt Patricia's personality, you get his fun side. And I can understand why a lot of players really, really like Matt Patricia because you can get his personality. This is a cool dude, and I hope all the best for him. I hope he has all the type of success because if it don't translate on the field, that won't look good. But this is a cool dude. He got asked about Danny Amendola. First of all, he said lots of love for Danny Amendola. He completely trusts Danny Amendola. And he said there are certain guys when he was on the Patriots, like Wes Welker, for example, and even Amendola, guys that he hate playing against, hate matching up against, just didn't like it because they were so good. And he was like, we got to bring those guys over to our side. And I'm with you. You know, if somebody giving you problems, you go out and get them yourself. And he think Danny Amendola still fits that mold, and he's very tough to cover. So, you know, that's what he thinks about Amendola. And I do think Amendola will have a nice little role on this team. And then he got asked about Stafford, because there was reports about them butting heads. You know, Pat McAfee interviewed Stafford and Matt Patricia before the Packers game, and, you know, he's like, okay, yeah, that wasn't true because I talked to both of y'all separately, and everything is good. And what he said about Stafford is, he put some insight on Stafford. This is why whenever they try to say anything bad about Stafford, he always shoots it down. For one, he said Stafford is a football guy. He's a football head. He knows everything about football. He knows all of the players from college. Every time Patricia asks him about a college player, Stafford already know. He got the book. He got the notes. See, we don't really know what kind of person and football player Stafford is because he's so quiet in the media. A lot of people think he's not as intelligent as he really is, but this guy's a student of the game. He knows the game. He said he's a great guy. He said Matthew Stafford was awesome. So Matt Patricia is a big fan of Matthew Stafford. He says he has a lot of passion for the game. He said he's blessed to walk in a building with a guy like that. And that just lets you know Stafford's leadership abilities and how it works off of Matt Patricia, and the respect that Matt Patricia has for his knowledge of the game. And he respects his knowledge of the game. He respects his focus. He said he's very, very hard working, and always, you know, he said he wants to win, and that's what we're here trying to do. And I just like that whole interview. It's a great interview. Make sure you catch it. The newest episode of Pat McAfee Show. If you're searching for it, I just literally typed it in on Google and was able to find it because I saw it on Twitter. But, you know, like I said, I definitely got more videos on the way. We got a Pistons who should we draft video. Who should be the first pick for the Pistons video coming up very, very soon. A video on Daryl Bevel and Paul Pasqualoni and Matt Patricia, and, you know, some of the things that we're doing. We will talk about Slay and other things, and, you know, about the football team and mini camp. I got a lot of things coming up for you guys. You know, I've been a little bit under the weather. I've been fighting through it and working and doing my thing, but I'm still out here for y'all each and every day. Make sure you watch the roundtable tonight. Make sure you watch Piston Center Court on Drew channel. It's gonna be on Detroit Drew's channel, man. And I'm out of here. It's 313 J-Mo.